for that length and athleticism of the Mustangs, particularly on the defensive side of the court.
Well, Derek Cook will start the second half at the point for Jacksonville State, and that's likely a look they'll go with a little more regularly going on this season.
In an exhibition game, and that's basically the first half, with that being the first possession of this second half for the Gamecocks.
Now SMU, let's see how they begin their second half.
And the thing that worries Coach Harper about these turnovers is a lot of them are unforced, and you're just seeing bad passes, careless passes, and just not having any sort of pace to the basketball game. That will be the death knell of any team. You got to put a body on someone.
Good start for SMU, and then a takeaway by Ferron Hunt. Can he finish?
Laid that basketball out for Ferron Hunt, and it just kind of sat there in the air.
Hudson into the corner. Well, they'll go inside, cross. Kind of short-armed the layup. Ferron Hunt, good bar for Hunt. Jacksonville with the basketball.
And that last time out by Coach Harper, he's just trying to get his team to calm down, and that is not the way to do it, by turning it over immediately.
And only one Gamecock touch in the back for the turnover. A little too much dribbling.
Over, like it was an unforced turnover, just too much pounding of the basketball, trying to do too much. Move it with the pass, not with the dribble.
Gamecocks looking for their first.
Tyson Jolly. A lot of happiness on that putdown.
I see what you did there. SMU with a defensive rebound and quickly the other way. Shagwa, quiet night offensively, will pass it up.
I mean, he passed up a shot. You got the mismatch with Tyhun and put him down on the block, and lack of awareness for Shagwa on that possession.
Across the lane, and Hunt with the little baby hook. Gets his own rebound, up and under, no good. Shagwa there to try.
Crashing the boards, and you're seeing that wear on the Gamecocks, and now they're just overpowering them with that length at the
new Gamecocks onto the floor. Shagwa with another free throw. It's been 41-24 SMU, and now showing a little pressure. Broken by Jacksonville State. Mark Welsh, the Czech Republic of freshman, handling the point now.
Got some NBA genes with him. His older brother Jiri played in the NBA for about 5 years.
Too strong on the jumper. And Hudson with the offensive board. Inside they go. Junior from London, England. Transferred from Northwest Florida State. He's short on the free throw. .5 lead. Inside they go. Everett Ray no good. And a couple of short arm efforts in this half. One on each side. And there for Hudson. Nicely gets it back out. There on the drive.
And when you have a team that plays together defensively, you win together offensively.
With the scorer's table, Tim Jankovic getting some instructions into his club. Welsh into the lane, and he'll drive left side. Wide open for him.
Coach Harper really high on Welsh. He's going to get a lot of opportunities to play this year.
41-28 SMU, and they have the basketball. And some pressure here from Jacksonville State. Oh, Ray, good quick toss to Smith, the freshman, down that left side, and he'll pull it back out. Banamel, though, he'll fire from three. Rebound tipped around and eventually corralled by Hunt.
And that's not a bad shot, Dave, because you're in transition. You have mismatch. Clearly, Gamecocks could not put a body on the Mustangs, and you're able to get your hand to get a second chance scoring opportunity.
All right, for him, the shot clock. They got to get something off here. Jolly for three. Good shot. A fresh 20. Banamel wastes no time. Well, getting some looks.
Just putting a body on someone. And SMU is a team that they're going to send 3-4
substitutions. And now Jolly again, who leads all scorers at the moment. with 14. No misfire. Rebound pulled down by Kane Henry. Again, Jacksonville State taking their time to get it set up, and the entry pass knocked away, but right back to the Gamecocks, and in and out with a three. Zelly Snacks fighting hard at Jacksonville State.
Just not giving up on the play and going after it and wanting it more. And I like the relentlessness of the Gamecocks. Took it from the Mustangs, and sometimes athletically.
Point lead, and Hunt, the sophomore from New Orleans, back at the line, and he has I guess as far as that's the schedule in the first couple of weeks. Not bogged down with a lot of games as they continue to await the future of their two transfers they're hoping to get cleared for this season. Henry, left side, and that one. That's a big number this quickly.
Yeah.
Comes 3 assists. To go with at the moment 15 points. And
positions left to be filled as far as scoring, rebounding, leadership. A lot of new faces for both ball clubs.
16-point difference, and out to Ware. And he's too strong off the glass. Mike pulls it down. Smith on the run. Inside Chagwa. One-on-one.
Nice move.
And it won't fall for him tonight. Chagwa struggling a little bit from the floor. Just 4 points on 1 of 5 shooting.
And again, he's had mismatches, but not able to make the bucket.
Meanwhile, other end. Fell 14-point lead. SMU content to play a little more deliberately, and Chagwa for Chagwa. Well, they'll go baseline this time. From the Czech Republic. He was one of those guys who played at the Get Better Institute.
Yeah.
Teammates at the Get Better Institute. So Jacksonville State, they've really tapped that as a good recruiting source.
Yeah, I mean,
they're complicated. All right, SMU spread it out against that pressure. Break it easily enough.
Just really the signature of the SMU offense. Dribble drive into a high ball screen, and it's going to leave the fourth. Nice executed play by the Mustang.
Now you know his nickname, right?
What's that?
C4. It's explosive.
Wow. That works.
It does.
It works. I'm not mad at that. I like that.
Now he's guarding the big fella Rube inside, who kick it back out. And they get it to Welsh for 3.
Boys by Welsh. Not getting sped up, not playing like a freshman in this second half, and I really like, again, the pace of the Gamecocks when he's running the point.
Vandemel. Foul away. They literally have 4 or 5 guys who could practice. That depth issue is going to be really interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, in the first year when that hit them, he was able to play through adversity, and they had that nice little rotation playing with 6-7 guys. But when that continually happens and you get that injury bug, which when you call it a perfect storm, Dave.
And that's a good point. Perfect's a funny word to be using right there, isn't it? Perfectly bad, though, I guess. Well, SMU seeing pressure again. That has not been an issue. That's not to say that they have handled the basketball perfectly. 9 turnovers tonight, but largely those have been unforced. We have the 15 turnovers by Jacksonville State, which has been a huge issue in this game. Now 1 and done, and Jacksonville State on the move. Into the lane, and kind of a forced shot that time by Harden. SMU don't real numbers here. 3-on-3. Shagwa.
Right now they're trying to play up and down with the Mustangs, and I think they will be able to do that in the season, but not right now. And this isn't the pace they want to play down the stretch to get back into this game.
From Garden State Community College.
And you see the Gamecocks staying into that full court pressure.
Maybe an opportunity here. Good cut and Shag.
You attack it, and once you get it across the court, you attack the rim. 2-on-1 possession. Mike with a nice pass to Shagwa for an easy duck.
Another missed pass and takeaway for SMU. Shagwa on the dribble and the lob.
The ability to knock down a three, take it in transition, throw a lob from the three-point line. I mean, that's nice.
Oh, very nice, 6'9" junior. Showing off some perimeter skills, and now Jacksonville State really trying to.
Hilaire had a good preseason, particularly shooting the basketball, something he didn't do well last year, shooting only 23% from distance, and this year, something he wanted to improve, and seeing a lot more confidence from Derek St. Hilaire.
Screen up high by Vandamel. Shagwa back to Vandamel. He'll have the mid-range jumper. There for him, though. Hudson clears it.
Mustangs are a very good pump-faking team, and you're seeing the game 18 in an exhibition game. So whenever you have 18 in an exhibition game, you know you're going to have problems when you get to a team that's not just kind of a traveling Boy Scouts.
Well, they're trying to figure out their point guard situation. Hudson was that guy last year. They want him to move over into the two-guard spot this year. And so who will handle the point and take care of that basketball for them? That remains to be seen as Isaiah Mike. That would look to be a pretty simple shot in there, but just a little too strong. St. Hilaire has been aggressive with the basketball, and he'll step back for the three, but it won't fall for him. Good foul.
Not giving up. And again, talking to Coach Harper yesterday, he loves the makeup of this basketball team. And he said every day in and day out, they compete, they come to practice, they get done what they need to. And again, most importantly for him, they're a defensive basketball club. And I see that really playing through in this second half.
Inside 10 on the shot clock in South Florida as well. Inbounds, SMU basketball, 5 on the shot clock. Vandamel. Now Smith, he's going to have to fire it here pretty quickly, and one pass too many. That'll be a turnover, and Jacksonville State
playing great defense for the Mustangs. A little bit over penetration by Jacksonville State on that possession. And another turnover.
Staggering numbers. They're going to probably finish north of 20 when this one is done. That's 18 now for the game. 6 on the shot clock. SMU really draining the clock each time down the floor now. 2 seconds. Mike falling away. Big shot by Isaiah Mike. Gets him 8 points tonight to go along with 5 rebounds. St. Hilaire's had the hot hand in the second half, but he misses everything that time. Offensive.
Really preventing the Mustangs from taking advantage, but I mean, that dam has bursted open.
This will be the 6th free throw attempt tonight for the Gamecocks.
Credit SMU. Their shot blockers go away from the body and really prevent the opportunity to get contact and go to the line.
Well, Smith and Jolly, good job breaking the pressure.
Look at the small lineup of the Gamecocks. Mustangs really should try to take advantage of this and go to the interior.
On cue, the three-point attempt.
Right.
No good. But Vandamel there for the rebound, and the second chance attempt also no good. All right, they don't have a lot of time to monkey around, and good way to get yourself back in a ball game. They've got some slashers, some guys who will get it an immediate.
Team about at halftime and during these timeouts, like, look, we're down. Keep being aggressive. That needs to be the identity of this basketball team. We need to be relentless. And again, credit St. Hilaire really keeping that momentum going and keeping that foot on the gas pedal.
Well, his 2 free throws get it back to a 12-point game. SMU working against that pressure. Smith fires inside the 3-point line, no good, and Welsh comes away with it, and so here come the Gamecocks again. Oh, and a bad
Get down on himself, gets his hand on the ball, trying to make something positive out of a negative situation.
Welsh might be looking to drive himself. No sides on him. He's terrible mismatch. 10-point game is the Gamecocks on a little run. That pressure defense has slowed things down a little bit.
I think SMU forgot about the doubling that they were doing in that first half, which was really effective, and particularly with a guy like Jakari Cross, who shot close to 70% from the field. He's not going to do anything that's not away from the rim. You got to understand the personnel and what players are trying to do on the court.
Shagwell into the lane. Good look underneath for Smith, but knocked away again. And quickly, other end. How about that take?
Harper instituted that full court press, and you're seeing him now pull his guys back a little bit, switching it up again. You never want the offense to get comfortable. Harper, great job of just from possession to possession, switching up defensive schemes. Looks like they're in a box and one.
He leads all scorers. Pretty important basket right there, too. Double team inside. Go across. And Kane Henry thought about it momentarily. They'll work around into the corner, and where's long three-pointer, no good. SMU maybe kind of pushed just a little bit here.
Gamecocks have really cut into that lead by attacking the rim and sharing the basketball, and rushed that jumper a little bit from the corner.
Out to Mike. Mike to play. Well, amazing how quickly it can slip away. A couple of good possessions. And SMU has regained control. Not that it was ever in doubt per se, but Jacksonville State had done a good job. That one is
three-point line this year. It's the same as the international three-point line. Play like that, guys don't recognize it. You're used to a different line, and I think that's going to affect some guys early on, but eventually they're going to pick it up.
Welsh with the takeaway and able to keep it with the Gamecocks. Henry into the
on this game and this team early in this season.
Redshirted his freshman year at Baylor, the next year at Community College. One of the things that Tim Jankovich has said about him too is it feels like there's a natural leadership persona in Tyson Jolly.
Well, I mean, he's competitive. I mean, that's the first thing that the coaching staff will tell you about him. I mean, this is a guy that's not going to back down from anybody, and you have to have that type of personality for your basketball team.
A good look that time for Shagwell on the alley-oop. Couldn't quite connect on it. 10-point game. SMU with the lead in the basketball. They've led the whole way. Shagwell with a little turn.
About as high a degree of difficulty.
Oh, while Jacksonville State busy fashioning a comeback at the free throw line, SMU unable to ice it away at the free throw line. 2 minutes and change to play.
I'm really surprised Shagwell is not a good free throw shooter as well as he should.
Try and do some damage, and Torian Ware at the line, he shot nearly 83% at the line.
Look, we're able to get to the rim, we're able to make stuff happen, and for the most part, that's been their bread and butter and their MO during the second half, and what's got them. I mean, this is a three-possession basketball game. Jacksonville State doesn't have to rush it and do anything harried. But for the Mustangs, you want to try to drain some clock and really get a good shot.
Jolly and Mike up top. White with it. Pass screen to his right, went to his left. Hunt now into the lane and able to get.
Really good recognition by Hunt on that possession. Short shot clock, and he took it to the rim and laid it up nicely.
Oh, and a missed three-pointer and a loop.
In the meld, but I love the core, the competitiveness. Got to think that Coach Harper is going to try to put some players on the line. I think it's key here for the Gamecocks to get a good shot. You don't want to just rush up a three. You still have some time.
But left open for a three. Welsh could put this one to bed here. You would figure in the next possession or so and get off to a 1-0.
Yeah, I'm not so. I mean, clearly I know about the communication or lack thereof. So, but congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, thank you, and appreciate you inviting the awkward moment. All right, inside a minute to play. Mike's had a nice game. And he'll pull it back out. 6 on the shot clock, though. Shot boy's going to have to force it, and he does.
That's the benefit, really, when you have a team like the Mustangs that, you know, their DNA really is that over clearly to this year. You're always going to have opportunities because you're creating.
This game today, 13 points, 9 rebounds. He'll finish just short of that double-double. 2 for 4 from the line, and overall, Jacksonville State.
And SMU would take it also, being 13 for 21.
St. Hilaire gives him 9 points. And boy, they are attacking on the defensive end. And
last possession, guys are flying. That not giving up the competitive possession. Coach is going to get upset at him, show him some things, but quietly, he's going to be pleased about that.
It is brand spanking new for the Gamecocks this year, but they hope and figure to be in the mix in the Ohio Valley Conference. Long three for Ware. Where do you come down on that one?
No, because these are two teams that are pretty equal as far as the way they attack.
For the transfer, who averaged 22.5 points last year. And Bandamel now in the ball game. Jolly heads to the bench. And a very good opener as a Mustang. Last 10 seconds, strong take. And Jacksonville State went 10 deep.
Style of defense, that kind of relentless pace that they had in the second half, particularly when they had that full court press. You need a lot of bodies, but these guys, but also he's trying to figure out what works. He doesn't know the starting lineup he's going to have. He doesn't know the bench rotation that he's going to have, and he's just trying to figure out his basketball team.